All right, let's talk about something we all experience every single day. Have you ever felt like the internet is, reading your mind? You're just thinking about a new pair of sneakers, and bam, suddenly they're everywhere you look online. Well, it's not magic, it's actually a pretty fascinating, super high-speed system that really powers a huge chunk of the web. Okay, let's dive in and pull back the curtain on the entire life cycle of a digital ad.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You look for something one time and it just becomes your digital shadow following you from site to site. This happens because of a really complex but totally automated process. So, over the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly how that sneaker ad finds its way from a store's server right onto your screen. So, it all starts with the brain of the whole operation, what we call the ad serving engine. This is the core piece of tech that makes that sneaker ads journey even possible.
The best way to think about an ad server is like a super smart, incredibly fast digital billboard manager. Its one job is to grab ads from advertisers and then deliver them to the right websites and apps, we call those publishers, at the perfect moment. And what's really key here is that this isn't random at all. The ads are placed based on very specific rules chosen by both the advertiser and the website owner. But before that digital billboard manager can do its job, it needs a place to actually hang the billboard. And in the digital world, that space is called inventory. It's the foundation for this entire system. Exactly. Every single spot on a website or in an app where an ad could possibly show up, that's inventory. It's the digital real estate, plain and simple. And for the publisher, the website owner, this inventory is their main product. It's what they sell to keep the lights on and make money. That's a great question, right? You've got the billboard space and you've got the manager, but how do they talk to each other? It's not like the website can just pick up the phone. The connection is all made through code. This is the digital wiring that connects everything. It's done with tools just like these, tags and SDKs. They're basically little toolkits for developers, just snippets of code that get placed on the website or built into the app. They act like a signal, sending a message to the ad server that pretty much says, hey, I've got a spot open right here, send an ad over, quick. All right, so the watering is all in place. The website is officially talking to the ad server. Now it's time for the main event, actually running the ad campaign itself. This whole setup part is called trafficking. It sounds really technical, I know, but it's just the step-by-step process of getting an ad campaign ready to go. You create an order, you define all the specifics like how long it's going to run, you upload the actual ad images or videos, which are called creatives, and then, the most important part, you decide exactly who you want to see the ad. Now, it's also really important we don't mix up trafficking with another key idea, forecasting. Think of it like this. Trafficking is the how. It's the act of work, putting the poster on the billboard. Forecasting is the how much. It's about predicting how many people are likely to drive by that billboard in the future. And why does that matter so much? Well, a publisher never wants to sell more ad space than they actually have. Forecasting helps them avoid promising an advertiser 1 million views when they might only get half that. So the campaign is live. People are seeing the ads, but is it actually working? Well, the next stage is all about measurement and looking at the data. This is where reporting comes in. It's pretty much the digital equivalent of counting how many people looked at your billboard. Reporting tools track everything. How many times an ad was shown, how many people clicked on it, and a whole lot more. It's basically the report card for the ad campaign. And you might be thinking, this is just about seeing if an advertiser got their money's worth. But it's actually so much more powerful than that. This data, it's the fuel for the entire system. And that's because good reporting does two amazing things. For the advertiser, sure, it shows what's working and what isn't. But for the publisher, the website owner, this is where they discover incredibly valuable stuff about their own audience and their inventory. They can see which ad spots are the most valuable, which articles attract the highest paying ads, and then they can use that info to make their website even more successful in the future. It's a powerful feedback loop. So we've covered the main stages, the big players in the ad lifecycle. But, just like any big production, there's a whole crew working behind the scenes to make sure it all runs smoothly. This is the admin part of the process. And look, I know it's not the most glamorous part, but it is absolutely essential. This covers everything from setting up new employees with access to the system to managing billing and turning on new features. Just think of it as the maintenance crew for the entire ad serving theater. Without them, the show simply couldn't go on. And that really just brings it all together, doesn't it? From the inventory and the trafficking to the reporting and the admin. This whole life cycle isn't just about selling more sneakers. This system of exchanging value, ad space for money, is fundamentally what pays for the journalists, the creators, the developers, and the bloggers that make so much of the content we enjoy for free every single day.
So we've pulled back the curtain on how these digital ads work today. But this system is constantly changing. It's evolving, getting smarter and smarter with things like AI and machine learning. And that leaves us with one final thought. As this engine gets even better at predicting what we want, how is that going to change our relationship with the internet itself? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.